overall through 3 games, you have a pretty good sense of what these guys can do, especially your ones.
I think so.
Now that Big 12 play is
Yeah,
upon you.
so Spencer's rolling. Coach alluded to it. I mean, he's playing good football, and the guys that are up there in the ones categories, Braden Johnson and BP and JP and those guys, they're playing their asses off. So edit that, and the tailbacks are playing well. So I know we didn't run the ball well today, not as well as we wanted to. But Dom's playing good football, so I'm not worried about him. And I think we're doing a good job with our offensive line. So heading into this one with Baylor 2 weeks, to prepare for those guys, I think we're in great shape.
As Mike, a guy like Braden appreciated more than you had to sit out last year.
I think so. In fact, I know so. We would talk, and he was excited to get back and get going again, and he's finally out there, and he's getting his opportunity to play, and he's making a difference for us. He's one of our difference makers. So it's exciting to see him out there get these opportunities and make the most of it.
Is it too early to say? You said who's that guy on 3rd and 8? I mean, you talk about that in preseason. I don't know. He played 3 games. Too early to say who that guy is. Are you getting close to it? You think?
Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I think we're pretty solid across 4 guys, so we can spread that thing around. JP's making plays, so is BP, and Bryson Green's making some plays too. So I don't think it's just on Braden's shoulders. I like the fact that we can kind of spread that ball around. So as of right now, I wouldn't say that there's a James Washington standing out there.
I know you haven't had the benefit of film review, but your thoughts on Gunner and how he played?
I thought he played well. There were times that I wish he would have just thrown that thing away, but there are also times where he made something out of nothing. He made some good throws. The throw to Talon was excellent. It was right on the money. And then he escaped at times too and extended the play. So that's what we need those guys to do in that situation, and he did it. Pretty happy with how he played.
Being that he's a kid that you've almost watched grow up, being around it,
Isn't that funny?
right? When you step away from it, how much fun was it to see him out there?
It's great. I love calling him. I nicknamed him, for me personally. Nobody else calls him this, but Stun Gun. He always gets a chuckle out of that. So I saw him tonight and said, "Hey, Stun Gun, great job." He just starts laughing. So it's fun because I did. I saw the kid grow up. And it's exciting to see that kid come around and make the plays at this level.
How important, though, is it just to get him snaps? Because, realistically, one play away from maybe, even if it's just a helmet off Spencer, that he has to go in for a play.
We needed it. We also needed Garrett to get those snaps, and that's why we left, some of our 2 top guy wideouts out there, was to make it a fair situation for Garrett to get out and get his arm, his experience, and those things. So for us to get Garrett meaningful time and for us to get Gunner meaningful time is a huge deal, because you just never know in this sport when you lose one, and knock on wood, but God forbid, you never want Spencer to go down in a situation like this because he's playing so well. But we've got to have those other guys ready to go, and they stepped up. They did a good job.
I think Spencer just handed the ball off 3 times while he was out there. Was that something you guys worked on, or is that just what the Eagles do?
Is that all it was?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
3 or 5.
3 too many now. We thought that we felt like it was a very similar defense to Central Michigan. And there were some plays that we had left out there a little bit versus Central. We just kind of brought them back up, resurrected them off the call sheet. So we felt like we wanted to get him some throws, get our receivers out there in the groove a little bit. And that was kind of the focus as we moved into the game.
Always been known for his size. Did it surprise you that he's able to kind of run away from his player?
Yeah, we were all yelling from the box. I think he heard us. I definitely know he heard Was. But, it was good to see him be able to take that thing the distance and put it in the end zone.